So today's video is going to be a bit of a special one because today I have hit 2 million subscribers on YouTube. 2 million people have decided that they like my videos enough to click that subscribe button, and to be honest, that is completely ridiculous. I never expected to get 1 million subscribers, let alone 2 million. So I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has shown support to my YouTube channel. It really does mean the world to me, and I thought for today's special video, I could try my best to get a rough understanding of how many people 2 million actually is, because you hear the word 2 million and you can't actually picture that as a physical number. So let's try our best to explore it in Minecraft. So the first thing that I decided to do is create a world with 2 million different colored blocks in it. Now, I did this when I hit 1 million subscribers, and I have to say it looked very impressive, but with 2 million, well, obviously it looks twice as impressive. I mean, it's twice as many blocks, and if we just fly around here, I mean, just look at that. It goes on and on and on in all the directions. You can see all of the chunks loading up. We can't actually see edge to edge, but look, it just keeps going. Each one of you who has subscribed to my YouTube channel is represented by one of these blocks. And they just seem to go on forever. Like, seriously. I haven't even reached the edge yet. We can't even see the edges. I'm on the maximum render distance I can possibly manage, and I've got the fastest chunk loading on, and still these things are continuing to go. I mean, this is completely bonkers. That is a lot of people. That is a lot of people. Wow. It's still going! So 2 million blocks in Minecraft, pretty impressive. The only problem is that we can't see all of them at once. I mean, we're really limited by the render distance right here. So let's try something else. What about chickens? Inside each one of these dispensers, we've got 128 chicken spawn eggs, and we've got a 125 by 125 square of dispensers, which means that in total, 2 million chickens are about to be dispensed. Now, I have to say, I'm a tiny bit nervous about my computer on this one, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine, and this is incredibly satisfying to watch. Well, while it lasted. I mean, now we have a slight frame rate issue. We're down to 0 frames a second, and I'm starting to understand why. That is a lot of chickens. An awful lot of chickens. And I think my computer might now be dead. It's saying that it's not responding anymore. Okay, maybe we should try a different tactic. It might be a good idea to try a different tactic at this point in time. Okay, so chickens was a little bit too much. As obvious as a mob, it has brains and things that the Minecraft has to calculate what the chicken is up to. Items should be considerably better for my computer. So let's just flick this lever down here, and we shall watch and see how this goes. Now, that is definitely better than the chicken situation. We've definitely gotten further, but things are beginning to slow down on this one as well. Am I ever going to be able to see 2 million in Minecraft? It seems like Minecraft doesn't want me to see 2 million things at once, which I think is a little bit ridiculous personally. But anyway, you can see that the computer is still just about working. The items are creeping their way up the wall. We haven't even done one full pass yet. How do I expect to drop out 128 different items from those droppers up in the top corner that I can't even point towards if we can't even reach the top without it all crashing? Let's look on the floor if we can. Okay, yeah, that looks like quite a lot. It's getting quite difficult to control the computer. I feel like this method isn't going to work either. I mean, we're probably not even at 100,000 yet, and we're already dying off. Okay, what can we do? What can we do that isn't totally stupid and daft? Okay, this seems a lot more sensible. Clearly throwing out all of the items onto the floor wasn't particularly smart, whereas actually putting them inside chests, well, that's definitely going to work. And inside this chest, we've got around about 3,500 diamonds, and in total, we've got just under 580 double chests, which works out 2 million. Now, if we take a look, yeah, that's a lot of chests. I mean, you can see them loading in here. That is a lot of chests. Wow, that's a lot more than I expected. But still, I mean, there's some obvious issues with this. Number one is that clearly I can't actually see all of the chests at once because of the entity render distance, but more importantly, I can't actually see the items that are inside. I mean, I'd like to be able to see all of these things. No, we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board again. I want something a little bit more visual. Now that's a little bit more like it. Redstone is definitely something that I understand. 2 million repeater ticks. Now over here we've got ourselves a lever and all of these repeaters are actually connected up. So let's just fly on over, which actually takes a surprisingly longer time than I was expecting, and try our best to make our way down and give this thing a flick. I get the impression that that's going to take quite some time to reach the end. Like a really, really long time. It would take, I'm assuming, a couple of years? I mean, I have absolutely no idea. I've got no reference for this. I don't know how long that would take to go through 2 million total repeater ticks. But just by looking at this system here, yeah, I'm going to assume that it would be a while. It's taken me a long time to even fly through it. We haven't even gone that far into it. This thing stretches out by about 7,000 blocks. That's a long old way for a repeater signal to travel, and there is some crazy stuff happening with my screen when it comes to rendering the repeaters that are off in the distance. That is really messing with my eyes. Okay, so still we're struggling with quantifying 2 million all on the screen at once. Oh, I think I've just come up with a good idea. 2 million subs! 2 million sub sandwiches! So these things stretch right the way down off in that direction. They also stretch right the way up to the build limit as well. So we've got quite a lot of sub sandwiches here. And they stretch as far as the eye can see in this direction. And also as far as the eye can see in this direction. And we have depth involved as well. If we just make our way through here, you can see that, yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot of subs. I have got a ton of subs. I've got so many that something very odd is happening to my computer. Okay, so that's clearly a bit of a problem part of the world. Potentially. We might have to watch out for certain things, but blimey, this goes on forever. Whoa! It's doing some crazy time warp things. Oh my word. Is it still going? I just don't know anymore. I don't know. I think we've reached the end. No, we haven't. Everything's disappeared. Okay, well, clearly this isn't going to work either. I mean, no matter how hard I try, I just don't seem to be able to do it. Well, this is a bit of a last-ditch effort. This didn't work when I had 1 million subscribers and I tried to blow up 1 million TNT blocks, so I highly doubt it's going to work with 2 million, but I guess it's worth a shot. Each one of these TNT blocks represents one of you who has subscribed to my channel. Now let's just watch as you all explode into oblivion, and that has not taken long to go to 0 frames a second. Barely any went off. We haven't even taken out a chunk. I wouldn't even say we've blown up 100, let alone 2 million. We've got a long way to go on this one. This totally isn't going to work, is it? So there you have it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this little reincarnation of my 1 million subscriber special. It was a lot of fun to create, but before I go, I just want to get a little bit soppy with you, because when I say that I never expected to hit 1 million subscribers on this channel, that is the absolute truth. I mean, I did not think I was going to hit 1,000. I didn't think I was going to hit 10,000. 100,000 when I first started was like the absolute dream, but it was completely unobtainable to me, and I hadn't even thought of 1 million. Okay, the thought of 1 million, I just completely put out of my head. I was like, I'm never going to hit that, so don't worry about it. So it was incredible for me when I hit 1 million subscribers. It was completely mind-blowing. I couldn't believe that I'd managed to come that far. So to think that I now have a second set another 1 million people, like another batch of 1 million people. 1 million people is a lot of people, but a second lot of 1 million people has decided that they want to subscribe to my channel. That's just mind-blowing. I've hit 1 million subscribers twice. It's completely ridiculous. I can't actually believe how far we have come, and in a relatively short space of time as well. It's been about 1.5 years since we hit 1 million subscribers, so to get 1 million extra in that short space of time, amazing, absolutely amazing. So I just want to say massive thank you for all of the support you have shown me over the years. I hope that I can continue to create entertaining content for you guys for the future, and I hope that you continue to be entertained by the videos that I put lots of hard work and effort into and time into producing. But anyway, ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.